What did you just say?
I said your dream stinks.
He said it again. Come here.
What's up, Lumineers? This is Jake with Team Snuggly Duckling, and we're here with Tavern Talk, Episode 9, where we have just abundance of new news that has, came out for everyone. It's just a lot of stuff. What are we reading down here, Jimmy? Am I that boring today? Like, am I just that boring? The news is that boring to you? But anyways, yeah, Ravensburger has came up with just so much news. It's just so much all at once. I don't know if it's enough to keep people happy in the community or it is, but we're going to go over a lot of the things that just came out today or recently in this past week. The first thing I think we want to talk about, y'all, is the set rotation. Let's talk a little bit about what a set rotation is, how it's going to affect the game, and what does it all mean? What does it mean for the future of this game? I just want to hear everyone's thoughts and what they think about this rotation. So Jordan, rotation. What do you got? What are your thoughts? Good, bad, future. All that stuff.
So I like set rotation. I think it's probably needed. I think I prefer formats that have smaller card pools because you get to use like some wonky cards. And I think that if they would have kept the pace of just printing a bunch of new cards, that they would have to power creep. And this keeps the power creep down and allows them to bring back cards in the future, bring back cards like way in the future, like maybe like 5 years from now, Diablo gets a reprint. That'd be cool.
Right.
So I think it's healthy for a game, and I think that this is probably had to happen at some point.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what they do, how much they actually lean into Infinity format too.
Yeah, Infinity format. It's a little bit something we can talk about a little bit later. But are you a little bit worried about losing some of these key cards in your deck, or
I'm losing all the cards in my deck, the whole deck. The whole deck's gone.
Yeah.
I bet your whole deck is reprinted. I can't wait for that to happen, to be honest.
Yeah, I want to see the new art for You Have Forgotten Me and Prince John. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I think that
it's gonna be.
Gone,
It's gonna be. You've forgotten me. It's gonna be Bucky and Hiram together finally.
It's already been a meme. We just didn't know it.
We created the card.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, I know that people are going to lose cards in their decks that they paid a lot of money for, but if they support the Infinity format, then I think that you can still get your use of the cards.
Yeah.
And we'll kind of explain what the Infinity format is a little bit later in the episode. But Taylor, what's your take on this set rotation stuff? Your main card, like, what are you gonna do without all these cards?
I want to see what's reprinted first. To me, it's not a huge deal just yet. I don't know what I'm losing, obviously. I don't think anyone does. Except, I guess we all know that there's like 5 cards right now that'll be around for a little bit longer. Yeah, for me, it is just really... I think it's a really good thing. I think it carries a very fresh format. I think that I've always wanted there to be some level of rotation. I'm a little surprised that it is just sets 1 through 4, but I understand now, kind of like after they explain like where they're drawing the line on things, and it'll kind of give you an idea. I don't think this impacts the value of cards at all. In fact, I think things that are strictly Chapter 1 value for collectors out there is just going to increase. Lo and behold, I'm happy to see it. I really am looking forward to what all of the reprints are going to be. And I know we're going to talk about a few of them in a little bit, but that's the point where we're all going to know, like, hey, how's this all going to look? Real soon.
Absolutely. And I know some people are a little bit scared, saying, "Oh, my deck revolves around these cards, and if they don't reprint them, how am I going to play, or how is this going to work?" Like, they're going to reprint cards, guys. They're going to reprint some of these like major cards. There's no way that they're going to get away with getting rid of some of them. Some people might call me crazy, but I think that idea in itself is a little crazy. Robbie, what do you think? What do you think on this set rotation, man?
Look, bruh, like, I'm very happy it happened. But I'm gonna tell you right now, all the people crying about it, like, my entire Disney persona has been around this guy right here, and I'm gonna lose the main card from it, and I could not be happier. Yeah. Like, my nickname's Be Prep. That's the name I've been going by since we started playing. Like, could not be happier. If that card gets completely wiped, I'm not that mad about it, because I got 2 years worth of... I've probably thrown down 1,000 Be Prepareds on people. I've murdered more cards with Be Prepared than anybody else, probably. I mean, I used to stream, and the whole point of me streaming was trying to get off 30 to 40 Be Prepareds in a night, and I would do it. Like, and it's okay. It's fine. Like, we're going to lose cards, right? Like, I'm just going to lose a handful of cards. Jordan's going to lose an entire deck. But that's beside the way. It's okay. Like, a rotation is healthy. I think we all understand that cards are going to get reprinted. I also have a somewhat feeling that we're going to get another 2 to 3 sets down the road, and it's going to end up being like sets 20 through 24 and 1 through 4 at the same time. And then when the next 4 come out, Floodborn's going to come out, set 1's going to rotate out. So then you'll have set 25 through 28, and then set, the Floodborns, that whole, like, it'll keep moving. Like, it'll be every, like, when they're 4 sets apart or 4 years apart, I think you'll have some old legacy cards start to come back. Like, okay, this set's going to get brought back in, this set. Yeah. That way we're not just pulling from a pool of 1,000 cards, low of 1,000 cards when you would rotate out, technically. Sure. Yeah. So I could see it being, like, to a point where, like, yeah, you're right. We're going to lose all what they are considering, I believe, Chapter 1. Or technically, really not Chapter 1, but the first year of cards, those first 4 sets, eventually circulate back in. Or it gets to a point where, like, one entire set, just, hey, like, we have these 4 sets, this is going to be like a supplemental set that comes back in later. And then you have the Infinity format, where you can use everything. So if you miss your cards, like, if you miss playing an entire yellow-green deck, you could just go play Infinity. Yeah. You could go play the Legacy format, and it's completely fine. I think it's healthy for the game, like Taylor said, like Jordan said. It's gonna help bring in new players, which is a huge deal. Because you don't want the game to atrophy. Like, a lot of us, we all play each other. It's always us. Every now and then we get a new player here or there. I think this will allow new players to come in and collect new sets and not have to go too spastic about not having the first 4, which are some of probably the most expensive cards. I mean, if you want a play set of Rapunzel's, I think you're still looking at, what, $120, 160?
160-ish.
Yeah, 160. So, like, I don't want a new player to have to do that. Right. I've been lucky. I collect almost a full to 2 full play sets of every set because I play, my wife plays. So for me, it's not the end of the world. It's okay. Like, I get it. But I couldn't imagine as a new player coming in today and saying, oh, I'm going to play Steel Song. And then I got to shell out, what, $400 or $500 for non-foils, regular cards. Like that. Yeah, so it's just, I'm good with it. I like it. It's a good move. I hope they continue doing it, and I hope we do see old sets rotate back in every now and again.
Yeah, I think we will. I think they'll eventually keep reprinting cards. Hopefully, maybe sprinkle them in here and there between all the sets. Jimmy, what's your take on all this stuff? Rotation. I know you're a big Magic head, and this is very not new to you. So let's hear your take on it.
Yeah, you weren't boring. I was just, I'm reading how to talk to my cat about gun safety, and we'll get into why during the spoiler reveals.
Okay.
Bruh, I can't wait. We just skip now.
But rotation, is definitely necessary. What I don't like is having the very first set be a bunch of over half reprints. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, the whole point is to not power creep. Take the powerful cards out and just print new ones that are similar, do similar things, different colors, however you have to do it. So, we'll see what all they reprint, but I'm not a fan of so far. Like the idea of it. Like
So what? So
Like-
what card would you not want to see reprinted? If I had, if you,
right, like I wouldn't reprint Be Prepared, but I'd create a new one that's does something similar at different costs somehow. Like I wouldn't reprint Rapunzel, but I'd find some other way to give Amber card draw with the healing aspect. It doesn't have to be her; it can be something else.
Yeah.
Just basic stuff like that. But you could always bring them back later. I mean, we just saw that today where they reprinted a card.
One of the set one cards.
Yeah. So you can just sprinkle it in the sets. Like we're just, here and there when you think you need it or it fits the best. Like 5-drop Maui, that's a card I think that can be reprinted over and over again.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a fair card.
Yeah.
Like I feel like they should reprint staple fair cards. Maleficent Dragon, fair card. Very high ink cost. Really good effect. Really good numbers on a card. But 9, it's uninkable. That's the only thing that people might have a problem with is it's inkable. So, but who cares? Like I think that they should reprint good cards like that. They
can just make new
don't-
good cards.
Huh? Yeah, or new good cards.
Right.
You're right.
And,
Reprint Prince John.
and the right now, we'll see how the yearly rotation goes. It might be a little too quick, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I think some people might start complaining about it. But one thing I do think they're going to have to reprint over and over again or make new versions of somehow are the song titles.
Yeah.
So, like,
yeah.
Under the Sea, A Whole New World, the ones that aren't lyrics, the ones that are actual song titles.
Sure.
'Cause
Yeah.
those are so iconic to Disney. Like, they have to keep them through.
Yeah. No, I agree with
Under the
that.
sea. Keep it.
But on
Be prepared.
on that note,
Same
let's
is
talk
the
about-
same concept.
Be prepared.
I'm just saying. He said the iconic songs. That's an iconic song.
It is.
Isn't it from The Lion King 2, though? Is it really an iconic song?
No, that's from one,
Is
bro.
it? Okay.
Yeah.
That's from one.
Robbie, hit
Be
him with
prepared.
We'll start talking about the reprints that we know. And the first kind of hint that they gave to us or told us about reprints was in Fables. They revealed that they had a playset with a Tinkerbell in it, right? Which was the first kind of reveal on that they are going to reprint cards. I believe we have a picture of that, but anyways, I'm sure everyone has seen it, but it's probably the first reprint that everyone saw, and then everyone kind of jumped on it saying oh, we hope that our cards are going to be reprinted. Is it only set one reprinted? A whole bunch of questions that are kind of open-ended where no one really knows the answers. I think that we can all kind of take a guess that it's going to be probably just, in my opinion, I think it's just going to be set one. Like I think it's just going to be set one. So
These are 3 confirmed,
yeah,
and I will point out, Honey Wizard's not the first chapter.
Right.
yeah, no, you're right. So
Honey Wizard's
that
not
is-
first chapter, and he's getting a reprint.
he is-
And an Enchanted.
and an Enchanted, yes, yeah.
I'm very
it looks
upset
pretty
he
good.
doesn't do more. Like, it's such a phenomenal art that does nothing. Like, it's they should have gave him something. Like, you play this character, you can exert a chosen character. They can't ready to start your turn. It's a Honey Wizard.
Make him a 4
Stop.
drop. Make him a 4 drop.
No.
Purple got enough
No
4
more
drops.
purple 4
Purple got
drops.
enough 4 drops.
Banned.
You got to have vanilla cards. You just got to have flavor, Just
Yeah.
flavor.
No.
It's a lot of
Too
flavor.
much.
I would play that card just on principle because it's beautiful.
Yeah, the Enchanted one is pretty awesome. Which is
Yeah.
another take that I like that they're doing with this set is that they're making. It seems like that they're making cards that people want either collection-wise or even playable-wise in a alt art or enchanted version of, which is what everyone's been really wanted. Like everyone said, we want playable cards as our championship card, which we're going to get to. And I guess we could just talk about it now. But the
we have,
Dragon is going.
I was
going
gonna
to
go into
our champion card for Fables, which is like
Right.
very sought after card, very pricey card at that right now. And I would assume that that's going to attract the most amount of people that Championships has ever seen because of it being such a popular card. People want 4 sets of the foil, non-foil, or even the matte. The one matte is going to be, it's going to be sought after. So I really think that they're taking a really good approach with that. Yeah, there it is. There's the Melissa.
It's nice.
It's a beautiful
card.
It matches the
completely
DLC Dragonfire card very well with the green and everything too. Beautiful card. Yeah, can't wait to have one. It'd be great.
That'll
Yeah,
be
you have
the
to get through
champion.
chance first.
No. It's top 8. I don't have to worry about getting through chance. I just gotta.
These are
Make it to that point.
You're right. This is probably arguably the most beautiful set champs card they've had. Thank you, Jordan. I was looking for mine. I couldn't find it. This may be the most the nicest set champs card that they've had to date.
Between that and the
Rockstar.
Rockstar Stitch are both pretty iconic cards. I want to say that their value, regardless of what set we're in, how far we are, or if it's even a playable card. I feel like that their IP is like who they are, what they were, the original, one. They're just going to be holding their value forever. As long as this game goes. But I really think it's cool that they're reprinting these cards. They just dropped one today that kind of shocked everyone. That is in the Jafar set, which is coming in 2 weeks? 2 weeks now, or something like that.
3. Yeah.
End of the month.
It's going to be out, and they're already showing reprints in Jafar set, which is
What's this new card?
just
1,
crazy.
2, Challenger 2.
This is the first card I ever played, put down after an ink. So.
This is everybody.
Is that Rafiki? That's
Yeah.
Rafiki, no?
I'd like to say something. This is stupid. I don't understand why they reprinted this in set 8, knowing that this means that Captain Hook this card is 100% gone a year in August. It could have made it 2 years if they waited till the next set. I don't understand this at all.
Well, maybe they don't want it the next set.
Yep, I'm
Well,
guessing.
Not
clearly.
cards to make.
But I just don't
The pirate
understand
concept
why
is
it's
gonna
here.
rotate out.
Wait, I'm sorry?
I was saying maybe the pirates is going to start rotating out because these first few sets in the storyline, we've been on the water, on the islands, and now we're going underground to the whispers. So maybe it'll be less pirates, more some other creature type, and they're just getting it out.
I honestly think it's because they have already a set cards that they want to reprint, and they don't have enough room between Fable's new cards and the reprints to print a decent full set. So they're sprinkling them here and there, and that's probably, that's my only guess. Like you said, Taylor, there's no point in reprinting it now or the next set because it's still going to be in the format regardless of both,
Right.
both options. So it's kind of silly, but I think it's due to just the lack of room that they have in each set, only limiting themselves to 204 cards a set, and they're just going to have to sprinkle in these reprints here and there as they go, because they're just not going to have room.
Because of this, it makes it a whole nother year, right? It doesn't go away in August.
Well, correct. But what I was saying that is if they just waited until
To the
set
reprint.
9, it would have been
Yeah, 2
another
years.
year. That's what I'm just reprints right now without it really rotating is just dumb. It just could have just waited. Even if it wasn't set 9, it could have been 10, 11, 12. It didn't matter. I just don't understand that. That's an odd decision to me.
They might not want it in the format that long.
But
You know what they call that? You know what they call that? They call that a brother-in-law deal. Somebody's brother-in-law needed a job and had to redo some art. A brother-in-law deal.
A 1-2, they didn't want the format for that one. I don't understand. I don't know. That doesn't make sense.
That's why I think it's a thematic decision.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I just can't comprehend it enough. From a competitive standpoint, who gives a shit? Just play they could have just waited. Let it be.
Yeah. Well, on that note, we got reprints coming, guys. Even in this newest set that's coming in 3 weeks, 2 weeks, whatever it is, I don't know. I know it's next month, something like that. But let's start talking about Worlds dates. We were all kind of in the shadows for the longest time. We finally got dates. Jordan, what are those dates? Taylor, what are those dates? What are the dates?
June 28th and 29th in lovely Orlando, Florida.
Okay.
I was wrong.
Okay. Yeah. We finally got the dates. We also got news that
You get the tickets.
what tickets? What do you?
The public viewing tickets.
Oh,
We can get the whole new world.
Denied!
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when they announced
get to go on
that?
the
They said that they
quest.
announced that?
On the quest.
Yeah, I didn't even take a look at any of that, honestly, like at all. I know that they're trying. What is it? They're gonna give out like a certain amount of whole new worlds to people who buy viewing tickets, right? Right? Is that what it is?
They haven't said yet. They just said watch the stream. To figure out how
Watch
to
the
get 'em.
stream and find out.
Oh, okay.
Which, breaking news to everybody, if you are planning on, like, casting a stream, I don't know if those that are watching your stream are going to be eligible for the thing. So stay tuned to the official stream for right now.
Yeah.
Put one up on your phone. What? Well, who said that?
That one on the phone.
But
Who
we
said
do
that?
have a World's date now that it's not so exciting because no one's really going and it's more just a private event. It's not that big of a deal, and people are kind of just sitting around waiting for the next big tournament, next big thing. And, we just kind of don't know. I think they may announce DLCs later down in the year, maybe after Worlds or something like that. But I know we all have kind of our own thoughts on that. But what y'all's guesses on DLCs? Let's hear it. Like, DLCs, are they coming this year?
They are. They said that they were going to do DLC. So the stream did say that they were going to do multiple DLCs later this year. Jordan, you have something to say? I'm so sorry.
Me and Jordan, either me or Jordan's going first.
They also said that Worlds is going to be open to the public, didn't they? A few
But
months ago.
okay. I would like to say this. The people that said that no longer work at Ravensburger. That's a fact. And there's been plenty of change at Ravensburger. I'm sorry?
At Ravensburger or for Ravensburger?
They don't work I don't know the distinction there. Regardless, the decision makers that said that ain't there no more. They ain't there no more.
No more.
And what I'm saying is that
Canna, bruh.
look, we have they had another one today, Wednesday, May 7th, of people what do they call it? The oh, come on. Whatever one they're going to do these weekly like announcement type things, right?
Lorecasts?
Whatever they're calling them. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
In the
So,
Discord.
yeah. I just like to say, like, let's give them some time. They immediately came out last week after some information was shared with the public. And they're back here now with other things. So, let's give them a little time. I'm going to give them a break. I'm going to give them an opportunity.
What do you got, Jordan? I see you raising your hand patiently.
All right. So we're going to give them a break. So
I'll put a clock.
November, December, January, February, March, April, May. We're 7 months out from the last DLC.
We are.
Worlds hasn't happened yet.
Yep.
I believe that there's an exhibition of gross incompetence on Ravensburger to deliver a competitive product so far. That said, they hired a tournament director 4 weeks ago. And he's going to prepare the DLCs that are going to happen this year. So, you know what? I have a lot of faith that they're going to be great when they happen in 2026.
Let's be clear
Now-
about something. Set years start in August.
I'm sure
Right.
they'll
So
be
technically,
I'm sure they're going to aim for August. I'm sure they will aim for August.
Just to be clear about also, Fables releases at the end of August. So I think there's going to be a DLC in August that is pre-rotation. And then I think there's going to be one in September that is rotation.
I think that they want to do that. I don't know if they are capable.
Fair.
Yeah. It's not that they're not capable. It's that they have enough time to make it the correct, just a good event.
so capable is the right word.
full disclosure, Jimmy gave me that idea about the
Yeah.
DLCs. Go ahead, Jimmy. Yeah.
I'm saying, it all depends if they're doing this in-house or partnering with another TO.
Sure.
They want to do it in-house. They hire the guy.
Yeah.
But that doesn't necessarily mean they're doing it fully in-house.
All right, what do you think the distinction is, Jimmy?
I mean, I'm saying they could hire another tournament organizer like Pastimes or SSG, not SSG, Star City Games, SSG, whoever. I don't know who else out there right now in that space. I didn't even know PPG existed until Disney Lorcana, right? So there are companies out there that do this. They could manage again to see how that goes. I mean, it went marginally this year. I mean, it got better.
There hasn't been a DLC this year.
Well, last year. Yeah, last year.
LCQ was in January.
Yeah, that's true.
That was not a DLC.
I'm just saying it was there.
But they have. I mean,
Look, I think
as a company, they've definitely made mistakes. They're not agile enough.
Yeah.
They
totally.
the big, like, I know you see a lot of red flags, and there have been a lot of red flags, and the biggest one to me was Gen Con when they released it, seeing the absolute rabidness that people had for the game, and then not immediately hiring 30 people was their biggest mistake.
Yeah. Right. You were at Gen Con, huh?
Yeah. I was in one of the events, got my little Mickey promo, and
right.
You won some mats, didn't you?
that was the next year. That year I didn't.
Yeah.
They had mats that year, but I didn't know about them.
Yeah.
The next year I'm one of Matt.
Nice.
And then I'll be back this year for mats.
We can definitely criticize since the beginning how things have gone. When they first announced DLCs and when they said there was only going to be 500 people at each one of them, and then they realized how big of a footprint and how much people wanted to play this game. I think that we have seen them make hires in very strategic areas that are going to allow them to do better going forward. And so far, the new people, particularly, I don't remember his last name, but Greg, the communications guy, has done everything that he said he was going to do. I think it took guts last week for him to jump up on a live stream in a Weezer t-shirt and say, hey, guess what? Don't book Worlds. That's good communication for people that were going to go book things and spend money and not be able to watch things. It was a good call. Yeah. So I have faith based upon extremely recent actions that, hey, they recognize what they have now and they're going to work to make it better.
Better, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that statement. It seems like they are trying to right the ship, but it feels like they should have tried to right the ship.
Agreed.
After Seattle.
Yeah.
After Atlanta. They should have. There's no doubt.
Level of incompetence.
But not all those people are there anymore, and that's the point that I want to drive home with this. Those people aren't there, so cleaning house, restarting. I will say earlier this year they said, please be patient. We're going to work on making sure we do this right going forward. That fell on deaf ears because everyone was like, Worlds is going to be in February. March, April, May, June, and that it just built up. But they did say that. And now we're at that point where they're talking about what they're doing in the future, even today on their little thing. And I'm going to give them the time. I will say, during the World's stream, if they don't announce dates for DLC this year, then I'm going to come back on and say, it's the same old, same old. You can hold me to it. 2 months from now.
Yeah, they did say they are going to announce it, so we'll see.
So
Write it down. Multiple
Jake,
DLCs this year.
So y'all say we got multiple DLCs this year?
Yeah, I think there'll be multiple.
Bullshit.
No, it will be. There will be.
No, I don't see it. I'm with Jordan side.
You want to know why?
Screwed the pooch on so many things.
It was different people.
It's not even that.
But the thing is, I think PPG would have went for it. PPG would have shot for the moon if they were allowed to. Ravensburger obviously didn't allow them to. Now, granted, there could be greater odds in the works, with Disney, and it's hard with Disney Entertainment. You could even see the way they speak on the cast that it was very. Sure. They're definitely being led by somebody that they're not allowed to
the
see.
The official Disney Lorcana trading card game.
Yeah. Like, and I don't know. I don't have much faith because I thought we would have definitely had more, like, just the world silence for so long. After you hire a communications guy, as a guy who's been in communications his entire career, blows my mind.
I'll say that they did hire people for the stuff, but I will reiterate that should have happened 6 months ago.
Yeah.
It should
well, I think it started 6 months ago. They had to hire the right people.
That, and I think, because they're using a Disney IP, it's just going to be a slightly bit slower when they have to get things approved. Right?
Yeah.
But I think, like, since they're a private company, we don't have numbers, but I'm sure they're like, hey, Disney, look, all the dollar signs. Let's speed this up some. And so now they're probably getting a little more, they have, a better relationship so they can do things a little quicker. It might not be as quick as we want, that's for sure. Right. But I think it will get better. I think there will be multiple DLCs, because if there are not, the game is going to die from a competitive standpoint.
Correct.
Better games have died over longer periods of not having competitive tournaments.
Yeah.
The mouse has kept the glue together.
Yes, the IP, and they've had the luxury of the Lorcana community, which other games have not had.
Yeah.
Of us keeping it running with SSG and CCS and World Class, and now
bunch of Disney
starting theirs
adults.
up. Right, exactly.
And they still do set champs. I mean, they have something that's out there. It's just not the scale that everyone wants. And I understand that.
Yeah. Well, on that, I mean, we know
we're just not going to see eye to eye on this.
Yeah,
no, we're not. We're not going to see eye to eye on it. And speaking of eye to eye, let's talk about some of these new IPs and maybe a little peek of what's in set 11. Not, I guess, a little peek of what's in
10.
it. Just we'll talk about it a little bit. But we have a couple of really amazing IPs that everyone has been begging for, wanting to know if this is going to be real, if it's going to be a possibility.
Static Shock.
We got Darkwing Duck coming.
No!
That's
This man said Static Shock like 3 times. Like, nobody heard him the first 2 times.
I'll put a shock to your system.
Yeah.
Listen, that was a sick show.
As soon as Warner Brothers gives the okay.
I'm just glad that they're adding these IPs that everyone's kind of been
Yeah.
begging for. There are also a couple of leaks, not leaks, but just stuff that they
reveals.
We have Pocahontas coming out. We have Goofy movie coming out. We have Gargoyles coming out. Black Cauldron. There's so many just great movies that have so many good characters that could really just increase the want to play this game for new people and for people to return, or people that are already playing just to be happy with the new IPs that we're getting, because we've been wanting them for so long. But I know we have all these new cards that released for Jafar. There's quite a few of them that kind of pique our interest, but not too many that really, really, I don't know, blow me out of the water yet.
I would like to stop right there.
The reason
Yeah,
why
go ahead, Jimmy. Jimmy, take it away.
The reason why I gotta teach my cat about gun control is because all the dogs Ravensburger's letting out. It's ridiculous.
The dogs are loose.
Yeah.
Lady the Tramp, Turn Dog, has gotten way too much help.
If they reprint Chernabog, the good one, not the purple one, Amethyst one, we have a problem. This is getting out of hand.
Is Rapunzel. I think if they reprint Rapunzel, it's really out of hand.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about, I mean, I get it in this one right here, this Tramp, problem. Can't be wrong.
It might not even be played.
No, it might not.
Why would it not be played?
Because the other cards are better.
Oh, okay, fair. I'm already too far ahead. I was thinking about rotation. It's going to definitely be played if something rotates.
The lady is insane.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, the lady is insane.
Well, there's 2 insane ladies.
Yeah, there's two insane ladies.
This card is going to be a staple, and I want to say so many.
Every Amber deck.
Every
Every
pretty
aggro
much.
amber deck. There's some aggro decks that don't.
Well-
There's some decks that aren't aggro.
Yeah.
You can right now. You can play this and play any singer for free. A 1 or 2 Troubadour, Ursula, Cindy, free.
Yeah, that's crazy. And
Disgusting.
Lady
Pretty
Sir
senior
Hiss. You're right.
Every time I see this card,
Sorry, yes,
all I
yeah.
remember is the guy, the little kid from The Simpsons that goes, "I'm in danger."
yeah.
Like every time I see this, it's like that's instantly what my mind goes to.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's gonna be a tough card.
Where's the other
to deal
lady
with.
at?
The 1-drop one.
It's up top.
That-
One drop
the
lady
doc
is-
will be-
Go up higher, Rob. That one's gross too. Oh, also we forgot Bambi, the best IP that they dropped so far.
Oh,
Can't
yeah,
we do?
Bambi.
Yeah.
Great, sick, enchanted card. Horrible effect. Horrible.
No, she's not that bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna play against you and bring it back in my hand every time. It does. It's goat
Is
like.
she not
That's what it
further
is.
down?
No, she's up.
No, it was one of the first things
It
revealed.
was in the spoilers section where you had to click the spoiler. No, but Bambi, he
there
Oh,
it is.
this one.
Yeah, that
he's
one. There you go.
He's a slightly better goat.
Yeah, he can be.
He's not a better goat. It doesn't give you the lore when it leaves play. It's only when you play it.
Yeah, but now it can just keep on getting back to your hand over. You don't have to find the bounce card. They have the bounce card.
I think it will pair well with cards that say if a card was sent back to your hand, do something, or like the scepters. If the card was
Think it-
back, you get double the lure, I guess, in a turn. Oh,
I can see it being a 1-0. A 1-0.
Yeah.
And purple aggro decks.
Yeah. What did this lady
Okay.
do? I can't even read it.
Basically, she's gross. There you go, folks. That's all. That's all you need to know.
She's a 0/3, and then whenever you play a character, it gets +1 power. And then whenever she has 3 or more power, she quests for 2.
Okay.
Quest for 3.
Request for 3.
Quest for 3.
Yeah,
Card's
That's pretty
sick.
good.
Card's sick.
and she's inkable.
She's way better than the other lady, for sure.
Yeah, and it's a promo card.
Oh, it's a
Yeah.
promo?
So everyone, you don't even have to go look. Just go to your LGS, your local game store, and say, "Hey, I'm here 4 weeks in a row," and you're golden. It's a great card, but man, that's a great 1-drop.
Yeah.
It's the best 1-drop in the game.
Yeah. It's gonna be. The Daisy's still gonna be pretty good in that deck.
Daisy's gets your opponent's cards. This is just I've got a 3/3 inkable 1-drop in an aggro deck is
And she's
disgusting.
a 0/3, so she survives Storm.
That's right. She lives and inkable. I thought Amethyst had the best 1-drops, and unless something else comes out, obviously to beat that, no, this is the best 1-drop by far.
I think everyone should play Chernodog next time.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I know why Jordan wants it.
Yeah, I mean, that
One
Mickey
last
Mouse
year,
right
one
there-
last time the reign supreme.
Yep.
That Mickey Mouse right there. I'm
Good.
talking about this. This card here is going to see play.
100%.
Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy.
No, I will. I agree.
So,
Unless it's the cheat
You
card.
have
Listen.
Green
Hercules.
Hades, Green Queen, and Return of Hercules.
All the steel legendary Mickeys
Yeah,
play something for free.
yeah.
The flute one, the one from the last set that challenges, whatever. It'll see play. I 100% agree. It'll see play.
It's
I
a
think it's the
board
best thing
one.
to cheat out with Return of Hercules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
And the Hades.
Oh, Green
The
Hades.
Green
I
Hades.
didn't think about that.
Yep.
Yeah, this
And
card's
then-
Did you have that 1-drop Mickey Mouse, the 1/2 resist one? You know which one I'm
Sticky
talking about? The
Mickey.
paintbrush? Yeah, Sticky Mickey. And then Hades to get this out. Real good.
You know what somebody's gonna do, right? They're gonna Hades this. They're gonna get this on the field and then use Hades' ability to Hades this thing that deal 5 damage to everything and replay another one.
It's banished.
It's banished.
That
yeah.
that
Yeah,
Hades
the green
banishes
Hades
it.
banishes it. You exert
Yeah.
it, you banish a chosen character to play another character of the same name. So what you can do is you can literally play
Yep.
one like this with Return of Hercules, then have the Hades on the field, tap him, banish that, deal 5 damage to everything, and re-slap another one on the field.
That's a lot of
pretty
cards.
nuts.
That's a lot of cards.
Card.
I mean, you can get it done by turn 6 to have two of them out, right? One.
Yeah, you can.
If you don't cheat anything else out sooner, if you don't cheat out that Hades, it would be turn 6.
Yeah.
No, turn 5. That Hades is a 4.
Yeah, you could. He's a 3.
Four
He's a
drop?
3, right? I thought he was a
No,
3.
it's a, hold
Is it
on.
4?
It's a 4-drop 3/3. I just looked it up.
Yeah.
Or you
But
can just
technically
use the good old last ditch effort with the Mickey. And
Yep.
in purple steel and get that kill off and slap that thing down.
Agreed. I think it sees play. It might only be like 2 of them. I don't know if you're doing 4, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how rotation's gonna look, but it's gonna see play. 100%.
This is the scariest Mickey Mouse I've ever seen in my lifetime.
It's
Why is the art? Why is the Mickey on the art so scared? He's about to smash everything.
he's about to fall off a building.
This is literally Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Oh God! Whenever you play this character, you have to play the theme song.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about one more steel card. That Stitch card, I think, is going to be a very decent card. And then the
Dude, that Stitch card is sick.
The blurple item that taps and freezes.
That blurple item's real good. Ice Spike.
Yeah, well, let's talk about the first. The Stitch is just a Calhoun on steroids, but not too lore. I mean, he's inkable, which is pretty good.
I don't know, a card that replaces itself. Like, you draw it, like, if it survives, which
You know what this is really good in?
It's going to rotate out.
Yeah.
This is really good in Ruby Steel.
Ruby Steel.
Oh,
yeah,
you
yeah,
are right.
Yeah.
You are right. Because this is right around the
Vitalosphere
time you're
is-
losing it anyway.
Vitalosphere is not rotating, or is it?
Yeah.
No.
Not.
It's
That's
not.
step 5, huh?
Yes.
I think
Pretty
so.
sure.
Step 5, you're right.
Yep. So, this is a needed card in Ruby Steel. For those that are playing the Queen of Hearts shift, you don't need to anymore. You're just going to wait and play this. You might play both, but it's a really good card. We didn't mention something else when we were talking about IPs, but we finally have, I know we're going to talk about the Ice Spikes, but we finally have sequels being shown in Lorcana. Frozen 2 has cards that has characters that are now cards, which I think is interesting because it's one of the things that I've thought about for a while. Like, how are they going to tackle sequels? I think that opens up a lot of songs, and I was happy to see it. But anyway, let's talk about this instead.
Yeah. I believe you're absolutely right. I think the interest in the sequels will just increase the amount of cards we can have as a game. With new songs and new, everything, new characters, everything coming out. So I think it's great. That's an ever-growing IP that will never stop. But let's talk about Ice Spikes. This looks good. This looks good. Jordan, you're laughing at me, but this looks good. It's an Elsa before Elsa hits, and if you have a field, it's gonna kill whatever singers or whatever characters that are on the board. It's allowing you to exert a character, and it sticks around to then be able to exert another item, rather it be dime, fishbone, or whatever new items that we have in this next set.
Or
that might
sack to
be-
bell to get it back with the Tamatoa so you can re-exert something.
Yep.
There you go.
Gross in the next in set 8.
Yeah.
To be determined in set 9.
I think it's going to be a used card. I think it'll be played. It depends on
I agree.
how
That's good.
good the item decks are in this next set.
It pairs very well with the set 7 Anna and Elsa Blurple cards that came out. We might actually, with this card, I think that there is now an Anna Elsa Blurple deck that looks real good. Some of those, maybe just for set 8, because no, because I already said that Elsa's a reprint, so it could stick around for a while. There's a lot of exerting that can happen with that deck, and can't ready. Elsa's Ice Palace is going to be around for a little bit. There's quite a few things that you can soft lock your opponent's entire board, including I got to see what this pairs well with. It's one of the legendary genies. I think it was set 5.
Yeah.
When he's exerted, your guys don't
They can't ready,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, well, he's exerted. They can't ready. He's a
Yep.
7 cost, I think.
He's a 7 cost 5/5.
Yeah.
He's still a
Uninkable.
big body with a lot of the removal you losing.
And there's a lot of choose a character to exert. And while, yes, everyone normally goes for an opponent's character, you don't have to choose it most of the time. This one you do. I understand Ice Spikes you do, but there are other cards that you don't. So there's something there. There's something there, and I think it's going to be ready next set. I really do. Really because of this card.
So we're not going to cover all these cards, but you know, they're out there. There's tons of new cards that they're releasing for Jafar set. Those are just probably the standout ones. Let's kind of get into our recap of Championship Week. What happened, what we saw, and you know, how did we do this past week? I don't know if everyone here played. Robbie, did you play in any this weekend? No.
Nope.
No.
It's the happiest I've ever been. I will say this real quick because I almost contemplated going all the way back and pulling it back. We literally said where the set champs are gonna be, and we said someplace here, someplace at Gamers, and I was like, "Where's Chance going?" And you said Gamers, and who won at Gamers?
Yep.
Who won at Gamers?
Undefeated.
Undefeated again.
ID'd one round? Yeah.
Yeah, I need one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the dude
No
is
chance.
He's a monster. He's so good at the game, and his luck with the hand is just the luckiest.
Phenomenal.
He
Just
posted
crazy.
earlier in the Discord if Diablo was for sure rotating.
Yeah, I know.
Dude, he's nervous. He's nervous.
He's shaking right now, but he'll be alright.
He'll be fine.
Taylor, me and you attended one on Sunday.
Jimmy,
and-
too.
Oh, you did too?
Yeah.
No, Jimmy was there, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy too. The meta was kind of, I would say, more leaning towards red blue. More people playing that than anything. There was more of red
Yes.
blue than anyone. I think there was 3 of them there, right?
I think there was... 3. Yeah, 3.
There was 3, and every
Yep.
other there was like purple, steel, yellow.
I mean, that wasn't my
steel
choice. But
Yeah, it was your choice. You chose to do this.
You gave the options.
But,
it's true.
and-
I chose what day to play it for. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
but
It was a good choice. It was a good choice.
in the end, me and Taylor made top 4 and lost out to the old Pandemonium gang and took the L's and got 3rd and 4th. And they were both playing Steel Song and Red Blue. So, like I said, it seemed
And we had the
like-
opposite of what we needed to play against.
Yes.
I know.
I ended up playing Blurple, and
Suck.
Taylor played his own deck. We also tied in round 2, right?
2?
Right? Yeah, I think it was round 2 or 3. One of the.
It was round 2. I played Jimmy in round 3.
Yeah.
Did you not draw the card you forgot was in your deck against?
I
Anthony?
did.
Oh, you did.
Oh, no, against Anthony? No.
Yeah.
But it didn't matter because I needed the Tremaines to beat that deck.
Yeah.
And
I played the
he-
same deck, and you just played Hades and killed me.
No, he played
Was he playing the
way
items?
less items and actions than you did.
Okay.
So yeah, when I drew out that Hades against Lily in round 1, it was tragic. I couldn't believe that I had that. I didn't switch it. It was this Hades, by the way. It was supposed to be Tremaine. It worked. It actually came in handy, but
I mean, yeah, I lost because I got greedy.
I know. I was like, oh shit, I gotta figure out how to do this.
Who plays that card? There's no reason not to be
Well,
greedy.
me for a day. But the real MVP,
Yeah, screw that card.
Top deck, baby.
That card needs to go. I lost.
It will.
I swear, every game I lost that day, which was to you and Anthony, I think both of them won at like 17 to 20 with a Pirate's Life, which I was at 19 or
It was great.
16. So I was so close, such close games in the Pirate's Life, always coming in right when it needed. But
Yeah.
that card is a broke freaking card. I really think Red Blue was underestimated in this championship season with everyone playing kind of like an aggro or like a more of a tempo style play, and it still impresses me.
They just
to
had
this
another.
day.
They just had another card drop.
Yeah.
They had a card
Literally,
drop?
Yeah, like while we're on the screen, watch. I'll pull it up real quick.
Oh, Lord.
Oh,
Ooh.
my.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh my gosh!
Interesting.
See, draw a card and gain a lure.
I like
Look
that they
at
had that for each character that sang the song, because that was going to be my prediction
So-
for what Eye to Eye is going to be. Is
I'm about to say,
for
Jimmy,
each character
did
that sings
you-
this.
Who called it last podcast? Someone called it that the new
you're
singing
breaking
deck
up,
was going to
Robbie.
be the Madrigals.
Robbie, you broke up. We didn't hear you.
Somebody called it last podcast that the new singer deck was going to be based around the Madrigals. One of y'all called it.
The whole yellow purple.
Hector said it.
I don't remember who said that. That was
It was Hector.
But
It's the whole yellow purple theme is that they sing together. Or they sing.
yeah, the yellow purple theme is like songs 100%. Yeah, who just dropped that? I mean, that's a really. I think that's an interesting card. That might.
That's actually really good.
Yeah, a lore and drawing. You know, that's pretty good. You know, it's uninkable, right?
The draw part of it's very good.
You draw 2 or 3.
But
maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
let's
draw
get back
3,
to the
game 3.
championship season, and we also had one on Saturday where all of us attended, other than Taylor and Robbie. Jordan, you did fairly well in that tournament. How did that? You know, what happened in the end? Did y'all play for everything? Like, that's another question I wanted to ask you. Like, did y'all play for all the prizing? Like the
Oh,
card?
no. Me,
No?
I got second. Woody got third. Both of us with green yellow. We played against the other that's from out of town, the one that moves.
Joe.
Yeah, Joe. Yeah, he played red blue. He got me in the top 2.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But it was a good weekend for green yellow. Ran it back. Haven't played it in a while. So
Yeah, I really think green yellow's in a good place in this meta because it still is very very just good into everything. I feel like right now it's a decent deck.
doesn't have any really bad matchups, really.
Yeah. Other than purple steel maybe.
Oh, I like purple steel. Give me the purple steel.
Yeah.
Well,
But Jimmy,
Gantu. Let's say super tagging Gantu.
that was true. The Gantu. Who does that? Jimmy, you played red green and you got voted to play red green.
Yeah, so get the votes for last week were red, green, and red, blue. And then this week
for
is going to be
green
yellow, blue.
Yellow blue.
And then I'll have another poll up the next week for the last two and the end of the month. But yeah, so red, green is not good at all. I went two.
That's why I voted for it.
I went 2-3. The one was with a bye. I did take a game off you, Jordan, and I took a game off you, Jake, with my terrible red-green deck.
It wasn't that bad.
Hey, I had to let you feel good.
Yeah. I mean, I would have beat you the other game if you drew the second and third Pete's.
No, the deck actually, look, I'll be 100% honest. If Pete wasn't in the meta, that deck would actually be very playable. Like, extremely playable. And
What says
probably-
Pete?
Huh?
What says Pete? 3?
Yeah.
Think so.
Yeah.
Out of here.
Yeah,
No.
Pete's not going anywhere.
No, wait, that's not right.
Yeah, Pete's in 5.
He was set 5.
Yeah,
It's not
Pete's
rotating.
going anywhere for a minute. For another while, like a good while. But, yeah, I mean, top decks that I noticed in the top 8s that had repetitiveness was definitely Steel Song, Red Blue, Red Purple, and a sprinkle of, here and there with a little bit of techie decks. Obviously, Jordan with Lemon Lime and Woody, y'all both played Lemon Lime, not Trinidad, the song version. Very, very, not, I wouldn't say unpopular deck, but just not a very played deck around here, which was, new to see for a lot of people. So it was a bit diverse, like very diverse, and that's kind of what we expected. I believe that's what everyone kind of expected, that there's no real big bad wolf in this format. Everyone kind of just, you just not get lucky, but you just either have it or you don't. I feel like this format, that's just the way it is. It's like it's a really cut in stone. After your first 3 plays, you can kind of feel out the game how it's gonna go.
This is kind of my third favorite format. This is a pretty good format.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't mind it at all.
It's
I know
a very healthy meta. Very.
they hit my cards. So as a person where I say they hit my cards specifically, this is still a fun meta. There's great decks out there to play if you're a person that got affected by the ban or whatever, just can't feel that you have a good deck. There's a lot of them out there, so just practice and test.
Even with how bad my deck was, I didn't feel too like I felt I could steal a win or two, and maybe get there.
Yeah, you didn't get steamrolled.
Right?
like
No, I
every
was not
game.
steamrolled. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I had one match against Red Purple where the only reason I lost because they top decked the Be Prepared.
Yeah. I mean, the only reason you won against me, I think, was because of the Pete, right? Like,
Yeah, you won, beat me,
Peted
yeah.
Four times in a row against you, I think, in that third game or something like that. But yeah, I mean, like I said, test decks, guys. Don't be stuck to what you think could be the only top deck. Test yourself.
Yeah,
Do
test
the
crazy
homework
stuff.
yourself. But
Chris.
we're gonna announce a little bit of we're doing a little or at least Taylor came up with this great idea that we're doing just follow us, join our Discord. We'll pay for your ticket to the next
DLC.
To the next DLC, which Jordan and everyone else thinks it'll be next year, but it could be sooner. We have no idea.
Bullshit.
But if you want a free ticket to the first, and that's what we're guessing, not when they're gonna announce them or any of this stuff. The first DLC this year or in the next season, we'll just say. If you guess it, DM it to Taylor. Follow us on X. Follow him on X. If you want to leave a comment, whatever, join our Discord. Take a chance at getting a free DLC ticket. We're gonna
next
pay
year.
for it. We want everyone to participate, and the time limit on this will be when they announce it. I would assume.
It's going to be, here's my thought. It's going to be June 20, I think I said 26, excuse me, a few days before Worlds in case something does leak. But full disclosure, if the date does leak at any point in time, I'm just locking it at whenever the leak comes out. And I will talk about that leak since I wasn't able to talk about the other ones. So I'll do that. Right now, 2 people have guessed, and they are wildly different.
What are we guessing?
2027.
I'm sorry?
What are we guessing?
The date and the city, or state, you can pick the state, that's fine, where it might be held.
2026. 2026. Canada, bruh. Canada, bruh. I got
The
that little
Pontchartrain
6 with
Center.
it. Yeah.
Pontchartrain Center, there's a Hilton Garden Inn right next to it. Stay there.
Rivertown.
Rivertown, baby!
Everybody walking around with that glow
Rivertown
stick.
Theater. Yeah.
Any more news on our mat giveaway?
Yeah, we're getting the mat in as soon as we get Chance from winning from all these championships. I think he might be going to go for once he hands me over the mat. We'll
I'm
get
not going
pictures
there.
of it, and we're gonna post it up and give that away also.
That's
But
why I'm commentating that go for.
Is he going to go for it?
I'll text him this week, and I'll make sure. But
I gotta change my whole freaking deck if he's going to go.
You know what I learned about Chance?
I just sleeved everything up.
Chance doesn't play to win a match. He plays to stop the rest of us from winning.
Well, that's the problem. Hold on.
I've had 3 people rage quit against me with my yellow blue brew. That's all I know.
I will say I played against a
see how it
yellow
goes.
blue, and I want to punch him in the face. Yellow blue made me switch my colors.
Pluto
gonna play you
Pleakley is
first.
pretty fun.
I hope Yellow Blue does well. I hope you make a top, and you just kick ass with it. Honestly, I believe that's all we got today, right, y'all? I mean, we could do some final thoughts here. Robbie, if you want to take it away, final thoughts. What you got?
You always start with the worst one. What else ain't happening this year? So nobody expect a ticket this year. You're gonna get a ticket next year. They have to guess the exact date, or they just have to guess it's gonna be the closest one to the whole.
No, I need the exact date.
All right. No words.
He's like, all right.
So no one's gonna take it.
I mean, it's going to be a weekend, guys. Let's all use some sense. And if you just pick the weekend dates, it's fine. You miss Friday, who gives? And then
Everybody gets the weekend before Christmas because it's on them to do some stupid shit like that.
There's no shot.
Chance, two. Chance is the best player in this team by far. By far, no one even holds a candle to him. And 3, I cannot wait to commentate Jimmy losing with a yellow snow deck.
No way. It's gonna be heroes. It's gotta be.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I can't wait to commentate. Me and Jordan, are you commentating with me this week?
Yeah, I'll commentate if we got the setup.
If we got the setup, I want to commentate. I really don't want to play. The only way I'm playing is if I can't commentate from the comfort of my
Yeah, I was
home.
gonna say we're gonna be if you're watching this and we get this out before Saturday, which
We
I
will.
think we probably will. We're streaming our next championship event, so you might see some of us doing commentary. You might see us losing on the match. That's typically what we do. But tune into that when we do. We're gonna be posting a little bit more about it. But sorry, Robbie, go ahead.
That's all I got. I said it 3 things. No, there's gonna be no DLCs. Chance is the best player in the whole entire world and universe compared to us, and we all a bunch of scrubs who don't stand a chance. And I can't wait to commentate Jimmy's games.
All right. Jimmy, let's go with you. He's calling you out. Wants to hear your.
All right. Yeah. Final thoughts.
Yeah. Let's hear it.
Rotation is good because it makes you play different decks. And learning how to play different styles is important to being able to beat those styles when you find your comfort deck. Yeah, Goofy movie coming, awesome. Actually, I watched it last night because I hadn't seen it like in 20 years.
It's a great movie.
It
Long
is.
time, yeah.
It makes you want to call your dad.
Not me. Not me. My dad can stay where he at.
I don't know that guy.
Yeah, I spent probably about a half an hour yesterday at work looking through convention center event calendars to try to figure out where it's going to be, just to save my $50. I hate you, Taylor.
No problem. That's what I aim to do. Disrupt everyone's day.
Chance is gonna win it.
And
Probably knows it.
follow me on X or in the team on X and join our Discord. I'll announce sometime next week whenever you can vote for what I'm playing for in the end of the month, the 25th and 26th, or whatever those championship days are.
Yeah. All right. Taylor, take it away.
I'm really glad about rotation too. I just am. Like, I feel like it's gonna freshen things up again. I'm really excited for this next set right now. I want to see how things look going forward. I do appreciate Ravensburger coming out and having these like weekly lore casts that they're going to be doing for quite a while now, just to update us on a few things. I'm hoping they do it just not during the reveal time period, and there's just like more information we move into June and things of that nature. I think it's okay to talk about leaks, by the way. I want to make that very clear. I could care less about someone's feelings getting hurt. They shouldn't have leaked it to begin with. Boo-hoo. By the way, it was someone in Germany that did leak it, so kudos to them, whoever it was. Unconfirmed who it was at this moment in time. We will... we're going to have a good time. Good luck to everybody in set champs. I really have to figure out if Chance is going to go for now. If I have to add cards into my deck or not. If I have to change this whole thing just for the chance of literally playing against him, I need to know.
The fear
So
that man
now-
steals is insane.
I've got to figure out how to make this deck have more evasives in it now. So that's what I'm about to go do.
It ain't gonna help. It ain't gonna help when it's not gonna
you
help
know,
when they need a discard.
The evasive build, I'm fine with. It's the non-evasive build that I'm probably going to have to add in like a few of these to like give me a shot.
Yeah.
I'm telling Chance.
All right, Jordan.
I asked him. I already messaged him. I'm waiting for the response.
I just figured out how to beat y'all. I'm getting me a mat, and it's just Chance's face. I got y'all now.
I just concede.
Take it away, Jordan.
Let's see. I'm excited for the future of Lorcana. I think that we have some optimism, but I'm also going to be timid about any trust that I put in Ravensburger to keep their word about anything. So I'll see it. I'll believe in the DLCs when I see them. But I am excited to play like new cards, and I'm excited to see third-party companies stepping up, where Ravensburger has left giant year-long voids in their competitive scene to try to keep the team alive. Shout out to SSG and PPG and CCS and
Yeah.
WCC
And
companies
TSD.
that they really actually super care about the competitive scene, and I appreciate that as someone that wants to play competitively.
I just want to jump in real quick as another final thought that PPG is based out of Miami, which is not Kansas City. Since we had someone jump into Discord just to call me out on that.
Somebody did. Oh god.
Yeah,
I don't do
that's it.
research, man.
Now you're not wrong.
He's too busy
Is that all
trying to
you
teach
got,
his
Jordan?
cats personal
Yeah, that's
safety.
it. TLDR, Ravensburger is incompetent, and PPG and SSG and CCS are awesome.
Yeah. All right. Well, my final thoughts are rotation good, just like I said. I hope they print some different cards and not reprint. You know, like y'all said, some of these powerhouse cards that are just giant staples in these decks. I mean, they probably will, but we'll see. You know, we'll see. There's a lot of good game designers in you know Ravensburger now. I think that they have a better understanding of where the game's going to go. So I really appreciate Ravensburger for really hiring people that have been interested and have played this game at a competitive level that you know just allows them to make the game better in general, just because that's how we're all thinking. Not everyone's a casual player, and the money sides of this stuff is for the competitive play. It really is. They're going to earn their money through competitive play, not really selling, you know, sets and stuff. I guess they make tons of money selling their cards, but still, the major money is people traveling to Disney and all these places like we did for Nationals and stuff like that. But yeah, I want to give it up for all these other side companies that are hosting these big events because, like Jordan said, with the drought that we've had so far, I don't think I'd be so interested in this game if there wasn't 10Ks, 15Ks, 8Ks to go to. It'd just be another little hobby that I do with my friends on a Friday and Saturday instead of traveling as a team, spending money, putting time, and putting effort into, you know, traveling for these events. So I really appreciate that.
I will say one more thing before we get off, because I totally forgot about this, and I want to shout him out because he's doing something cool right now. Matified, Craig at Matified, y'all need to go check him out. Dude got his hand, like, if you just go check out his thing. Loves SSG. Go check out Matified. They just purchased, I think it was somewhere around like 200 mats. Followed them out. I think you're gonna be able to start purchasing them because they're technically they're official Lorcana mats that he falls. Yeah. If anybody's seen their fall mats, I have a fall mat. I think Jordan has a fall mat. They're beautiful. They're amazing. You don't have one? Am I the only one here with one?
No, Woody.
Woody.
Get fucked. Get fucked. I'm the worst player out of this group, and I have one. What does that tell you about y'all? Like, I'm at the bottom of this barrel, and I have one. Yeah. How the dude did that? Pyaw! So, just everybody go check him out on Twitter, because all his stuff, he just put out a bunch of ones. He followed a bunch of Elsa's, Bells, the Pooh Honey Wizard, Tinkerbells. They look great.
Yeah, they do. They look really, really good. Craig does a really, really, really good job with all that. And he's taken that whole, his vision of where he wants this is in a really great direction.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna say shout out PPG, SSG, CCS. They're all great. They keep us entertained, keep us in this game. They keep us wanting to get better and figure out metas further and stuff like that. So big shout out to them. Follow us on Twitter. Follow all of us on Twitter and Facebook. Join our Discord. You know, just. He's talking about the dogs are coming. The dogs are coming. Be prepared.
Get your cat a Glock.
Yeah, that's about all I have. You know, if you want to take a guess at a date for the for a free ticket, do so.
Hit me up for that.
Take a guess. Take a guess.
Yeah.
But other than that, I appreciate having all y'all on here, and we always have a great time on this little shindig that we have going here at Tavern Talk. So.
Oh, here we go.
Now they're just
I can't compete with that.
But I appreciate y'all, and thanks for the views, and y'all have a great night.
Under the beams, where the shadows dance, A tankard of ale in each eager hand's chance. The snuggly duckling, a haven so bright, with laughter and cards under candlelight. Shuffle the deck, let the fortunes unfold. In the snuggly duckling, their stories retold. With kings and queens and a jokester's cheer, this merry old pub will always hold dear. With a glimmering eye, bet their last coin as the moments fly. The jester hums tunes, the wench taps her toes. A world full of mischief where anything goes. Shuffle the deck, let the fortunes unfold. In the snuggly duckling, the stories retold. With kings and queens and a jokester's cheer, this merry old pub will always hold dear. Glimmering eye, bet their last coin as the moments fly. The jester hums tunes, the wench taps her toes. A world full of mischief where anything goes. Shuffle the deck, let the fortunes unfold. In the snuggly duckling, their stories retold. With kings and queens and a jokester's cheer, this merry old pub will always hold dear. Me the cards and a swig of your brew. Aces to dragons, we're breaking through. The firelight flickers, the stakes run high. This game of the daring neath the darkened sky. The snuggly duckling, where whispers converge. Tales of old glories and heroes emerge. The cards hold their secrets, your destiny's fate. A knave could be royal if fortune creates.